So I'm just gonna do it. So tell me, dream on me.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Fucking white, that was crazy that game.
Throwing on first down. Love. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
My bad.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
You got another fucking linebacker.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass run.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2 times, 2 times. 3 down, 3 down. SOS, 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 SOS.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give them the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
97's the mic, 97's the mic. Push him back.
Back to throw. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I know we can't do a mind meld and really know exactly what he was thinking, but I didn't see an open receiver there. Maybe, possibly, he did that on purpose and just overthrew him.
Yeah, coverage was good, so maybe indeed that was another way to throw it away, if you will. Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. They rallied and made the tackle.
Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you could see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Leonard Fournette. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I'm so paranoid when I drop back, dog.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
I did, and then I panicked.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch tight end, watch tight end.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now 3rd down is loaded. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
3rd and 6.
Ready. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. 97's the mic.
On 3rd down, Love. Over the middle, it's complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We're scoreless after 1. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Better bring it.
Operating from the gun. Love. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Boy, that fucking...
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's
me like a motherfucker.
Touchdown, Steelers.
That tight end just held the fuck out of him.
With touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Copping off me, dog.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
Check, check, lucky.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Watch the pass.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Injury bug.
But he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Yeah,
now it's Peterson.
Is that Patrick Peterson?
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, we're going to milk the clock here. We just got
and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
That nigga's holding the fuck out of
it. With his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Point after, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Jackson. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, Baltimore.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
From the gun, Jackson. On the move to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette.
I haven't seen a
Still
good
about 3
quarterback
yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Right there, 54, right there.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson.
Damn, I hit the wrong button.
Going to be incomplete.
I had that drag route. I had that drag route.
Empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Flip the play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
No. Kill.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw on 3rd down. Love. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Love. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week.
I was trying
Not
to.
a pick
I
six
was
here, but
trying
an
to.
interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you.
I was gonna
That
cut
worked
back
really
after
well
that
last week
step
because he had
back.
made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
That's good D right there.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand.
I really was trying to
and
throw
they'll
the
take that.
ball away. Oh, man.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, Love. And he's got his man on the out route.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Every fucking time.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
What's tight? Tight is right.
On 1st down, Love. Going for the deep ball. It's
Bro, how is he
caught
holding
at
on to that?
10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Looking to throw. Love. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 8 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, no control over it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all of these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
He was covered by Steven Nelson.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away.
Left and right.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Peterson. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
I got his internet for me right there. Get a fresh start.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Again, it's Fournette. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete.
God, another drop.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
Watch the twist. Watch it.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Ross, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens
they gave that bullshit animation.
They get to the football. It's blocked. The Steelers get it.
Oh, man.
It's daylight. It's a foot race. 20.
They gave this nigga that bullshit field goal animation.
And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Right back to him on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Oh, big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Play action. It's Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross.
Oh, good pick.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Oh, this nigga outran Ross. I don't know why the computer keep knowing his
6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Love.
Oh, Peters, he was right there.
At the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Right there for the fucking sack.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he's going to get this back
they
to
wasn't
the
going to get
3-yard
you. I was about
line
to
and
get
no
you.
further. It'll go as no gain
Yeah,
on the
coming
play,
right there.
and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
They wasn't hitting me. I was about to.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Love. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. And his kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Ross, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Defense still tied.
This will be taken in at the 1.
I don't know what it is. This game don't like power.
He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
I'm starting to peep that out. All my running backs that was this year was all power lines. But the loosest nigga.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
You played in, 3 weeks, you said?
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
What
On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 97.
From the gun, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Oh, I was trying to do the spin around shit.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
They go play action now. Jackson.
Bruh, why is my niggas dropping passes, bro?
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Looking to throw. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee.
West Coast offense or not,
Like the white super
one of the
fast.
maxims of the West Coast
that
offense
bone
is you're either throwing a touchdown. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the
Nigga
first
said,
down.
"Hi, this is
They're
down.
taking
How
care of the
may I
ball
help you?"
well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy.
But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he will bring it back to about the 11.
Pause it. Yeah, good. That nigga Devin Bush jumped my route just now. Khalil Mack. Yeah, I'm good, brother.
7-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security turns.
I mistimed it.
Steelers touchdown.
Boy, I mistimed his
yards
throw.
away. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
I got the pressure.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the reason is. He better figure it out.
Good run. That nigga got
skinny. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there.
That nigga got skinny.
38 yards. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown.
That nigga's right there.
The extra point up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Fournette running out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. The 30. The 20.
6 linebackers.
And that just submitted. A return for a late touchdown.
Time to read the field, man. All of them niggas stalls lit up.
Not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He's going to let it fly.
Wrong way.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Still getting under pressure.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
That's out to his running back, Fournette.
You know Tyrone is fucking
it's a gain
reset
of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
Keep that nigga occupied on Call of Duty.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Pittsburgh, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.
Oh, I'm going to drop the broadcast.